First agenda on the webinar for today, I'll be introducing my company. Like I said earlier, I'm the founder of Gadal Real Estate, right? So just very quick, three key histories with my company, right? I actually got my first client request in 2017, right? It was a commercial property. I had that request some almost 7 years ago now, right? And then fast forward to 6 years later, I didn't do anything real estate. I just, after that first request, I went into the corporate space, picked up a 9 to 5 as a tech sales professional, and then I registered my real estate company 6 years after my first request that I got, right? And then, the next month after I registered my company, I made my first sale in real estate. All right, Hiren. Okay, perfect. So just to give a bit more context as to, what we do as a real estate company, right? Gadal Real Estate, we specialize in providing tailored real estate solutions, for residential, commercial, and affordable properties, right? So when you think of Gadal Real Estate, just think of us this way. We are the, middleman between, the sellers on one end and then the buyers on the other end, right? So on the first hand, we're partnered with a number of good developers in Lagos right now. And then, with my recent partnership with Hiren, I'm also now, matching Nigerian investors with properties in the UK, right? Just a few services that we offer. We offer property brokerage, right? I spoke about that just now. What we basically do is we have partnerships with developers in Lagos, Nigeria, and we help them in selling their properties, be it, houses or lands, right? We also do real estate advisory, right? Just to delve into that a bit, I had a friend reach out to me after he saw the data, the profit that, short-lived businesses made in December, just this last 30 December. And then he reached out to me and said, Jerry, can you help me get started with my short-lived business? And I said, why not, right? So that's part of the services that we do. And right now we're in the process of helping him get a house, advising him on the location, so I can help him get started in a short-lived business. Right. So a part of the brokerage service that we offer is we do property listings and, we schedule tours as well. So when we list these properties on our social media platforms and then, clients see them, we help them, schedule tours. So they come see the property and then, we move it forward from there. Okay, just to speak a little bit about, what our internal structure as a company looks like, right? I have 2 core team members who work with me full-time. And I also have, 11 realtors that work with me in selling our property portfolios, right? So these are, the 4 current active locations where we have properties, where we've also sold properties in, right? Lagos, Abuja, recently Ogun State. We got a client reach out to us that he has a land there he wants us to sell for him. And then, I'm proud to be adding UK to the list, because I just signed, the partnership with Hiren, right? So just to move to the 2 locations where we're currently working out of in Lagos, Nigeria, we have 2, one on the mainland, the other on the island. Thank you, Hiren. So just a quick run through of what our current property portfolio as a company looks like, right? We currently have over 3 billion naira worth of direct property for portfolios that we have as a company. And just to list out a few of those properties we have in our portfolio, we have 2 units of 4-bedroom terrace just off Freedom Way in Lekki Phase 1. We also have, 6 units of apartments in Ilason Lekki up for sale too, right? And last but not the least, we have a 2,631 square meters of land for sale in VGC, right? So that's what our current portfolio looks like. We also have some properties that I didn't list as well, right? So just to walk you guys through what the future holds for us as a company, right? So number 1 is land banking, right? We've gotten a number of requests of people looking to buy lands in smaller bits here in Lagos, Abuja, and in Ogun State as well. So we are in the process of, acquiring a huge expanse of land in 3 locations in Lagos, where we can bring very affordable bit-sized lands in one plot, half plots to, our customers here in Lagos, right? So number two in what's in the future for, Gadal Real Estate is partnerships, right? One of, one of those partnerships is what I just signed with Legacy Investment Consultancy, and now we're able to help, some of my prospective clients that I have joined the call. We can now match you straight to properties in the UK based on our partnerships, right? We also have partnerships in the US coming up, but UK is what we have live. And yeah, as a result of that partnership, we're able to bring this webinar to you guys, right? So the third and interesting thing that's in the future for us from now is, property management and services, right? I was just catching up with Hiren. I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago, after I signed a partnership with them, a friend saw that Legacy Investment Consultancy, they have, an office space in Dubai. I reached out and said, Jerry, my father owns 2 properties in Dubai. Can you guys, help me manage it? Because the guys are currently managing it. We think we can make more profit off that. So that's also something we have as an add-on service, as a company, right? So just a very quick tip. Hiren, if you could please go back a bit.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So just a quick tip for some of you guys who, have it as a goal this year that, oh, you want to acquire land, right? Just to, tell you guys this, right? If you buy a land in a strategic location in Lagos, what you're going to experience is between 15 and 25% appreciation on that land annually, right? So if you have it as a goal, speak to us. We can get you started with that, right? Next slide, please, Hiren. Okay, perfect. So a very quick backstory to how this partnership happened, right? It was Q1 last year. I was speaking with a bank executive here in Nigeria, and he said to me, Jerry, see, I know that the properties you're selling to me in Lagos are great, but my family is in Canada, and if I'm going to buy any more properties, they have to be offshore properties, right? I'm like, okay, you know what, that's fine. I left that meeting without having a plan to, securing an offshore partnership like this. But also, interestingly enough, Q3 last year as well, I met another bank executive, usual Jerry, trying to sell, property to them in Lagos. And then he said, you know what, I have 2 categories of properties, right? The first category is in Lagos. He said, you know what, Jerry, you know that the Naira is devaluing so much. So because of the headache of the Naira, and also because of the headache that my Nigerian tenants give me, I've outsourced my Nigerian portfolio to my wife, whilst I handle the portfolio in the UK, right? So it was not until December last year, when Legacy arranged a physical meetup, I met the same, bank executive, and then said, oh, Jerry, now you see me, right? You thought maybe I was lying when I told you I had properties in the UK, right? So yeah, so that's the backstory. I wasn't thinking to do properties in the UK, but interestingly enough, Hiren reached out to me. We met in Lagos last December, signed an agreement, a partnership agreement, and then now, one of the first fruits of that partnership is this webinar that I'm bringing to you guys, right? So the whole aim of this partnership is to help my Nigerian prospective clients who are looking to invest in offshore properties in the UK. I'm able to match them seamlessly, right, from Nigeria here, right? So just to also speak to the last partner that I currently have, it's an ongoing conversation with Stanbic IBTC for our first development project here in Lagos, Nigeria. So what I would say is just watch this space. We have, a number of interesting and exciting news coming up, right? Okay, thank you all so much for listening to me. It's such a pleasure. I will be, allowing Rose, to give an introduction of herself now.